With Spider-Man being the most hyped Marvel property this year because of the plethora of news, theories, and rumors surrounding the third entry into the MCU's Spider-Man, there are a lot we could be seeing in this story that we may not be expecting. And now there is a new theory that is circling around right now, and it involves that we may be seeing a little bit more into Peter Parker's backstory. This rumor was started by sources that revealed that Jane Foster would be picking up Thor's hammer and that Taskmaster would be Black Widow's villain well before either was actually revealed, so this rumor surrounding Peter Parker's past and possible future very well may hold some water. While we all know the main backstory for Spider-Man, with the death of Uncle Ben and the famous "with great power comes great responsibility" line, there has been little to no reference to this at all in the MCU, as Marvel Studios has wanted to leave it more implied to make a new and exciting story that didn't feel like it was rehashing something that was done 2 times before very recently. And although this aspect may not be the one that's being revealed, even though some fans have been asking for it, what may be coming to light is still very exciting. And that rumor is that Peter Parker's parents may play a part in his story, even if it's just a small role like it is in the comics. While this isn't the first time that Peter's parents have shown up on the big screen, as they played a large part of Mark Webb's The Amazing Spider-Man, which if it did continue, it would have been a very important part of the third entry into that series, but that never actually came to light because that version of the character was shut down shortly after the sequel. But now they may be coming back in the MCU, and this time as former S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. In the comics, Richard and Mary were CIA agents that met on the job and eventually went missing in action and presumed dead in a plane crash while trying to infiltrate Albert Malik's version of Red Skull's organization. Richard was a decorated soldier turned CIA agent, and Mary was a CIA translator and analyst, and both served on missions together before and after marriage. During this time, however, they were still never a big part of Peter's life, often leaving him with Ben and May more often than not, which as we know eventually led to them raising Peter after his parents' deaths. While they did appear later on in the comics, these versions were not actually Richard and Mary, ending up to be life model decoys of them made by Chameleon and Harry Osborn. So Richard and Mary never really had a big part to play in Spider-Man's story in the many years of his existence. But as stated before, another version of Richard and Mary tried to play a bigger role in Peter's story in The Amazing Spider-Man, where Richard worked for Oscorp and was working with the government to reveal the corruption within the company. They were both presumed dead in a plane crash, but a deleted scene revealed that Richard was still alive. However, none of this actually panned out into anything, as this proposed trilogy never actually became a trilogy. But although there was no closure for this story, it may be a part of the inspiration for Peter's parents' inclusion or mention in the MCU version. And if it goes the way we hope and Garfield does show up, the connection with the parents may be made because of his version of the story. But there's also the possibility that they may not dive very deep into this storyline, and it may be nothing more than a mention by Nick Fury, where he may reveal to Peter that he knew of Peter's parents and that these versions of the character were under Nick Fury as agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that died while in his service. Possibly during the events of Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or even Iron Man 2, as it has been said that the boy that is wearing the Iron Man helmet is Peter Parker. So this could come up if Fury, or Talos as Fury, if Nick Fury even shows up in Spider-Man 3, has taken an interest in Peter's career as Spider-Man and has decided to step in as his mentor, as his original mentor Tony Stark has passed away, kind of like he did in Spider-Man Far From Home. Another part of this interest may be because Fury knew what happened to Peter's parents and feels like he needs to help him, as it may be revealed that Nick Fury has been keeping an eye on Peter for many years, which may reveal that part of the reason why Tony Stark was able to find Peter so easily, that on top of his intelligence, he might have had some help from Fury, who's been keeping tabs on Parker for years. So this possible future revelation that Peter's parents were S.H.I.E.L.D. agents could bring a lot of new stories and factors into the MCU and possibly even the Sony Spider-Verse. Do you think this will actually be revealed, and how do you think it will affect Peter Parker's story in the MCU? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and then like this video and subscribe to the Marvelous Wave to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.